Welcome back. Well, time for an exclusive conversation now. Varun Berry, ex-Vice Chairman, MD and CEO of Britannia, tells CNBC-TV18 that they expect to be around a 25,000 crore revenue company in the next 3 to 4 years. Listen in to excerpts of that conversation as he talks about their product pipeline and their strategy versus the new age brand.
Let me tell you about my own sons. They are both in New York, right? And when we go there, we want to go to a Starbucks to have a coffee, and they don't want to. My older son lives in a building where he has a Starbucks in his building, on the ground floor.
Yes.
And he told me that he's been there for 4 years, he's never been there even once. But they go to a whole lot of other coffee shops which are smaller, and they think that they are contributing towards a new brand which is trying to establish themselves. That's the thinking of the youth, right?
So let me, just circle this back, because I don't know whether you remember this or not. 10 years ago, we had this conversation, and you had given me the example of your son only, and you said that how you won back your son. Why? Because your son was having the parlay hide and seek. At that time, Good Day did not have a very exciting chocolate chips proposition. You got your teams to work, and then you had the Good Day choco chip biscuit that came out. And eventually you won your son over by offering a better product. Now, cut to this time when your son is shunning all these bigger brands, looking for exotic experiences, which may not necessarily come from bigger brands. What are you doing to win him over in the categories that you operate in?
No, so that's right. And the way to do that is exactly what we've done with Harry Potter, the Pure Magic Harry Potter. I think you've got to have very exciting products which stick to what the youth wants, and understanding what the youth wants is very important, right? As you talk about, last time we met, you said, these guys are offering clean labels and some of the large companies are not offering clean labels. So, making sure that you offer clean labels if the youth wants that. We've got a young managers council whereby there is a certain block of managers who are under 30 years of age, who are becoming like an advisory committee for us. One, they spot potential and they tell us what's happening in the world and what are the kind of products which are doing well with the youth and why. Thereafter, they even get involved with our launches. They evaluate our products. They tell us what is right, what is wrong. They evaluate our advertising. They tell us how we can sort of fine-tune it to get to the youth and to get them to buy into the product. So and that's working really well, because
what are some of the ideas that they've thrown up lately?
There are many ideas in the pipeline which we are working on.
Like?
No, that...
Come on. I've come down all the way to Bangalore. You got to tell me a few things.
I'll tell you in private. I don't think we are 100% successful, but we are moving in that direction to make sure that we become a large company with the heart of a small company.
How much do you think revenue for Britannia would come from protein or some of the new categories that you are seeding over the last 1 year or so that your young team is talking about?
So currently small, but it's only the dairy space where we have cheese, which has got high protein, and we've got Greek yogurt, which is high protein. But as time goes by, this is going to become very important, especially with the GLP-1s coming into the market, right? I believe that in the US, 1 out of 6 consumers are on the GLP-1, right? And that leads to, making sure that you cater to their requirements, because obviously their system is modified, their likes become different. So I think this is going to become very important as we go forward. And I believe GLP-1s are going to come into India as well at 1/10 the price. So we will cater to that and make sure that we enlarge our portfolio on protein.
How would you evaluate yourself when it comes to the total foods company vision that you had, say, 10 years ago?
40%.
40% there.
Yeah.
What other categories are you seeding?
So we've seeded a lot of categories in the past. We've changed the portfolio of cake. We've brought in croissants. We've brought in milkshakes. We've brought in wafers. We've also seeded in some test markets in salty snacks. We've done some test markets with protein bars. So all of that, and some of them have gotten to a stage where they are at the next level of growth. Some of them are still at the test market stage, but we will continue to do that. And the trick now is not just to keep seeding these, but the trick is to grow at a much faster pace with the current categories beyond biscuits that you have, and that's what we are working on.
Perfect. We've always spoken at milestones. Once when Britannia hit the 1 lakh crore market cap, when it entered the Nifty, now it's nearly $2 billion in revenue. Next one happens when 20,000 crores of top line happens, hopefully very soon. 25,000 crores, when does that happen?
I would say next 3 to 4 years.
Perfect. So next 2 interviews are sorted, 20,000 and 25,000 crores. Thank you so much, Varun.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure speaking with you.
Good to see you.
All right, the company becomes a 25,000 crore revenue company in the next 3 to 4 years. That's the strategy laid out by Varun Berry. You can hear excerpts of all this conversation all day today on CNBC TV18. Take a short break, come back, focus on the markets.